Hey everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about something a lot of you have been requesting for a long time now, which is how to choose a song for a video. And I'm not talking about how a song can change the mood of your video. I'm talking about the whole thought process behind choosing a song, cutting it, and how it can impact your video. The whole process from A to Z. This video has a lot of value and information to keep you occupied while you're at home. There's also a giveaway waiting for you at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around. Now, let's jump in. So in this specific project that we just opened, we have this car driving down the road footage. Okay, so we have these shots right here, and we have this close-up of a mirror, and this. We've actually thought about maybe combining it with some slow motion footage of a person riding on a horse. We see this field right here, and the car also has fields surrounding it. Again, it's a muscle car, so we thought it might fit. So basically we can build a car commercial. Now, a question that we often get is what comes first? Is it the music and then you go out and shoot, or you go out and shoot and then you choose the music? I would answer that every case and its own approach. A lot of times, even here with our creative team, there's times that we know what song we want to use for the commercial that we create. For example, dance commercial, we had to know in that case which song we want to be featured in the commercial because the dancer needed to dance according to that. But a lot of times we do come with an open mind. We shoot the commercial, then we go into Artlist and we start searching for that song until we find it, and we try out different versions. So again, it's really depends on the production. It really depends on your client or on yourself. Sometimes it will really help you to know the song even before you shoot. And sometimes you want to just go and shoot some B-roll and then choose the music and have that, creative freedom in the middle of the process to try different things and not be locked down on a specific song. So it really depends in the end. It's better to start with a reference. And a car commercial can be built with tons of different songs. It really depends on what you want to convey to your audience. And if you want to know how to work better with references, there's a link in the cards right here to a short video about working with references. So I want to show you some references for car commercials, and then we can start choosing our music. So this is our first reference right here.
Good morning, freedom. Hello, adventure. Today is yours.
So in this specific commercial, you can see that they wanted to convey lifestyle, something very light, but at the same time, it's a family car that you can travel down the road and go to, nature, and it fits everybody. You can see this guy driving, he has a suit, and you see the girl driving and she's enjoying the road. And so everybody can drive a Jeep, everybody can go off roads, off the highways and just travel. And that's the whole feeling of the commercial. They want to give you the power of the Jeep, the adventures you can take yourself with it. And they thought the cinematic music would fit well to the overall message they wanted to convey. So here's another reference that we want to show you. So this is a commercial for Jeep again, but this time they went with country music with vocals. And the reason they went with vocals is that the vocals talk about family, people, memories, and they want to convey the feeling that Jeep unites you as a family. You can see they put here 16mm footage, like old footage, to give the feeling that their brand is something that has been for a while now, and families have been driven Jeep for a while, and how the car actually unites the family. So you can hear the vocals, you can hear the lyrics, and you can actually relate to that if you're a family. This music is very oriented to family, to togetherness, with the lyrics and with the melody. So music is all about context and what you want to convey and who do you want to target. Now, in this next reference, it's again a car commercial. It's a different brand, it's Mercedes. I won't tell you what they're trying to convey. Let's see it together, and then let's talk about it a little bit.
Fearless is a wild animal, crazy enough to believe it can change the world. Fearless is resilient enough to suffer the slings and arrows and come out stronger. Fearless reads the rules, understands the limitations, listens to the naysayers, and then goes ahead and does it anyway. You know what we make. Fearless makes us who we are.
Okay, so it's pretty obvious who they're talking to. They're talking to people that if they drive that car, they are fearless people. Paced here is much faster. You have a really strong male narrator, so the commercial is more targeted to male audience. And you can hear that sort of tribal music with those drums and the cars driving through the jungle. It all conveys sports, power. So the target audience is different. They're trying to convey a different message. So the music will change according to that. If you're working for a client and it's not a personal project, try to talk with that client and get a better understanding who this commercial is targeting. Who are their audience, who they want to sell to, and then you'll have a better understanding for what you want to convey with the commercial, what they want to convey, and you'll all be at the same page. Setting up these expectations and understanding all these things even before you're jumping into the edit is very important, especially when you're working with clients. So here we have footage of a muscle car, an American muscle car driving through these fields. There's some lifestyle footage, the horse riding through the fields. And again, the horse conveys American muscle, power, freedom, same as what the car footage is conveying. So that should work well. And now that we have all of that, we know we need a song that is powerful, uplifting, maybe something around the rock and folk genres. So now that we know all of that, we're gonna have an easier time looking for our song. So let's jump into Artlist and start looking for the song. So before we jump in and starting to search for our music, take into consideration what your brand is trying to convey. So if you're a sports brand, and your thing is, hip hop and electronic, powerful songs. So try to look for those specific songs. Or if you're a YouTuber, let's say Casey Neistat, you always hear the same music or the same type of songs in his vlogs and in his videos. That will help you as a brand or as an influencer to build your image. It's just going to be something that your audience will always be familiar with. So take that into consideration when looking for music. Let's start scrolling through the songs and the filters and choose the music we want for our car commercial. For me, I like to first of all start with the mood. And we said we want something that is uplifting, right? And we want something that is powerful. So straight away, we have narrowed down the list. The next thing would be, we've talked about maybe some genres, right? So let's go with folk, for starters. And we also know that we don't have voiceover. So I think vocals will work well. So we'll go into instruments and we'll choose vocals right here. So we have uplifting, powerful folk. Now, if you want to see the lyrics and get a better understanding what they sing about, maybe that could also help the commercial to see if the lyrics convey the same feeling you want. For the commercial, you can hover here and you'll get the lyrics. So this specific song isn't powerful enough for me, so let's go ahead and listen to another one. That one is pretty good. I like it. I like the feeling of it. It might not be powerful enough, but I do like to have my options. I can see here that the waveforms are starting to develop, and maybe there's a different part in this song that might work for my commercial. So this one is a bit more powerful, a bit more uplifting, and I like that. So if I'm working with a client, I will put it in a collection. I can create a collection and add it to the collection, and then I can send it off to the client. For now, we're not working with the client, so I'll just add it to the cart. I want to try a different set of filters now. I want carefree, powerful and carefree, vocals, and maybe rock. Okay, we have enough folk in there, and maybe rock would do that. That's pretty cool. Gonna make her mine. I'm gonna make the car mine. That's pretty cool. I like that one. She drives me wild. I think the lyrics here fits perfectly, and also the music is, you know, I feel freedom, I feel power. I think that might be the one for me. I've talked about before, you know, the overall mood and the pace I'm looking for when I scrubbed through the footage. And, you know, we went to a very obvious place. You don't always have to do that. You know, sometimes, especially if you have maybe voiceover, that you already convey the message through voiceover, maybe the music doesn't have to be the obvious choice. So maybe it could be super cinematic. Maybe it could be hip hop, electronic. Specifically here, we don't have voiceover, but I do want to choose one more song that is not the obvious choice, just to give you the understanding of what music can do to your video. And sometimes going with the obvious is not always what you're looking for. So in this case, I don't know what I'm looking for. I just know I don't want to go with the obvious choice. So maybe I'll go into the spotlight section, and straight away I have, you know, Best of April, and we do have a collection here of, you know, best for commercials. Maybe that would work. Let's see. Since I want with you. Let's see this one. That's pretty cool. Again, it's not the rock powerful, but it does have a sense of America in it, maybe with those guitars. And it's a rap song. There was a pretty girl. Maybe we can talk about the car. And we have this dynamic feel to it. It's pretty chill, but it might work for us. So we downloaded the full-length songs. I know I have an edit for 30 seconds. I could just put the song on the timeline and, you know, try to cut the commercial according to the song, but that is not the way to go, especially when you know you have those 30 seconds, you're limited, and you really need to nail it with the song. So we're gonna look for the strong parts in the song. We're gonna look for the build-ups. We're gonna look where we can cut to end the song, how we can build it for the 30 seconds, and work with that. So let's start with the song we liked, which was Hell Yeah by Ride Free. Okay, I like this intro. So I know I have the start here. Actually, it works well with the aerial footage. And now I'm looking for lyrics and something a bit more, something along, you know, the song that is already built up. So let's find those cut points. Yeah, we have the lyrics here. That's good. I'm gonna make her mine. Okay, trying to find those cut points could be a bit tricky. I'm not going to go into depth because I mostly want to talk about the thought process behind what we're doing and less about the technicalities. So we do have a blog article in the Artlist blog explaining, how to find those cut points, and we're going to link it down in the description below, so check it out. So we found our cut point. Let's see that it works. Yep, that works pretty well. Now, if you want to transition your cut, you can right click here, apply default transition, and you have this constant power transition. And sometimes it works, sometimes it might not work. So you need to try it out. Let's see if it smooths the cut a bit. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we have our start, we have our opener, and we jump straight into the lyrics, straight into the rhythm. Again, we have, 30 seconds to nail this song. Okay, and straight away you can see that this works for the commercial. Like only, watching the footage and feeling the song, it works. But we're already in the 24 seconds mark. But I do want to go into the peak of the song, of the chorus. So let's try it out. Let's see where we can cut this song. Okay, I think this part here is pretty good. Or maybe that part. You hear that little pause in the song? That might be a good cut point. Yep, I think that is actually a better cut point. Okay, let's hear the song and let's go to the peak. So the peak, just by the waveforms, you can see it's around here or probably around here. So let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's see what happens here. That's pretty good, but I do want to hear what's happening here. So here I have two options. One is taking, the last part of the ending and just ending the song with it, or maybe take this part because the singer does say, she drives me wild, and I think there's more energy actually in the middle of the song for me. So I will take the middle part and I'll cut to the ending of the song. So let's do that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that works. And again, we have three parts in the chorus. She puts her head down, she drives me wild, but I do want to start with the she drives me wild. So let's cut the song there and lose the first part. So we found the cut point. I think this is sounding pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're close to the 30-second mark. We are now on 30-second, but we don't have the ending. So let's take the ending. Okay, this is the ending. I always take the last beat. Usually always connects well to almost everything. Yep. And what we can do first of all is shorten the ending and fade it out. We can also shorten the start and put it there. And I think we are on the 30-second mark, yeah. So now that I have my song, I've cut it into 30 seconds and I can start editing. For sure, the editing will be fast-paced. I think the song really drives it to be like that. And it will add to the power that is already in there. We're gonna edit the commercial pretty quickly and come back for the final result. So we finished editing. I want to show you the final results. It's without color grading, without sound design, just to get the feeling of how the music conveys the message for this specific commercial. So let's take a look.
She ain't mine, but she look fine. Gonna take some time, gonna make her mine, gonna make her mine. She drives me wild, and she looks in my eyes. Hell yeah!
We said before, even when we chose the songs, this is the obvious song. Like, this is the obvious choice. When you're working with a client, they would probably like this. Now, for me, I want the flexibility in the editing to try out some different songs. We went with another edit with the song Pistols Prayers featuring ESK by K Sparks. For me, I think this is something unexpected that takes the commercial to a whole nother level. So let's watch it.
Was a pretty girl. Pull up in the city, it's a pity. Look, here come the world. All behind the tents and cat skins and living spiteful. Crowd goes crazy, the crowd goes crazy. What up?
The commercial takes on a different form. It looks different. It feels different. And again, it's only because we've changed the music. But I think this works better. And I think the difference is it has that rhythm, it has that catchy melody, you know, or a specific instrument that repeats itself in a way that you'll remember the song. And I think that's what makes the difference between choosing the unexpected song, but that will work well with your commercial, and going with the obvious choice. I'm not saying that going with the obvious choice isn't good. A lot of times that's what you need, and that's what your client will probably want to hear and see, but I think that's what makes the difference between something that is unique and something that is familiar. I want to show you again these two different edits, this time, you know, with sound design, color grading, the whole thing. And if you were the client, which edit would you prefer? That's what we want to know down in the comments. Let's see the results.
She ain't mine, but she look fine. Gonna take some time, gonna make her mine, gonna make her mine. She drives me wild, and she looks in my eyes. Hell yeah!
That's it. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, slap that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel with that notification bell on to never miss another video from us. Also, don't forget to comment down below which version of the edit you like better and why, and you might get a chance to win a 1-year free subscription to the Artlist music plan. Also, here is the winner from our last giveaway. So congratulations to you. And till the next time, stay creative.